Man up. We've all heard it, on playgrounds, in locker rooms, at work. It's the voice that tells boys not to cry, to be tough, to hide their feelings. These messages teach us early that emotions like sadness or fear are weaknesses. As adults, the pressure just changes form. Work harder. Don't show stress. Never admit you're struggling. We internalize these commands, building walls around our true selves. Each man up adds another brick, until we're performing a version of masculinity that's all mask and no substance. We think this mask protects us, but it actually isolates us from others and from ourselves. Over time, we forget what's real beneath the performance. The command to man up isn't about strength, it's about silence. It tells us to disconnect from half our emotional world. This isn't just outdated, it's actively harmful, leading to quiet struggle and loneliness. The burden is heavy, and the cost is real. Isn't it time we questioned what man up really means? What if true strength is something else entirely? The rules of manhood didn't appear overnight. They're rooted in history. For centuries, men were expected to be protectors and providers, traits needed for survival. As society changed, the expectation to be stoic and uncomplaining stuck around. Books, movies, and family stories reinforced this narrow definition. Strong, silent, always in control. Any deviation was seen as failure. But the world has changed. Today we need empathy, collaboration, and emotional intelligence. Yet we're still judged by an outdated rulebook. It's time to question if these old instructions help or harm modern men. Suppressing emotions is like holding a beach ball underwater. It takes constant effort. Sadness, fear, and anxiety are natural signals, but man up tells us to ignore them. The result? Exhaustion, numbness, and disconnection from ourselves and others. Suppressed feelings don't disappear, they fester, growing into anxiety or depression. Anger becomes the only acceptable emotion, masking deeper pain. This leads to outbursts, damaged relationships, and even more isolation. Over time, we lose touch with joy and connection, not just pain. Life becomes muted, as if we're just going through the motions. The cost of hiding our pain is losing access to our own happiness. The mask we wear to protect ourselves ends up cutting us off from life. We need to find healthier ways to express what we feel. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the first step toward healing. What are we really protecting by staying silent? Our minds and bodies are connected. Emotional suppression takes a physical toll. Chronic stress from holding back feelings keeps our bodies in fight or flight mode. This leads to high blood pressure, heart disease, weakened immunity, and digestive issues. Headaches, muscle tension, and poor sleep become constant companions. Men taught to man up are less likely to seek help, ignoring warning signs until it's too late. The silence we're taught to keep is literally making us sick. The very mindset meant to make us tough is what breaks us down. Ignoring pain, physical or emotional, doesn't make it go away. It just makes recovery harder. Real strength is knowing when to ask for help. Our health depends on it. The workplace amplifies the pressure to man up. We're taught our worth is tied to performance and output, not well-being. Admitting struggle feels like failure, so we hide our stress and pretend we're fine. This creates a toxic culture of overwork and silent suffering. Companies reward burnout, not balance. Vulnerability is seen as weakness, so we keep quiet and compete instead of collaborate. The result? Burnout, imposter syndrome, and disconnection. The professional mask is suffocating. We need workplaces where honesty is valued over bravado. It's time to redefine what success really means. The mask of masculinity leads to profound isolation. We're taught to be independent, to handle problems alone, and never ask for help. Friendships become shallow, built on activities, not vulnerability. Few men have someone they can call in crisis. Loneliness grows, even in a crowd, because no one knows the real you. This isn't just sad, it's dangerous. Loneliness is as harmful as smoking. increasing risk for mental and physical illness. As we age, social circles shrink, and without honest connections, we're left alone. The independence we're taught to prize is leaving us isolated. True connection requires dropping the mask. We need to build friendships based on honesty, not just shared interests. No one should have to face life's challenges alone. Suppressed pain and isolation can have devastating consequences. Men are less likely to seek help for mental health, turning instead to unhealthy coping, addiction, overwork, or reckless behavior. The most tragic outcome is suicide. Men die by suicide at much higher rates than women. These aren't just statistics. They're fathers, sons, brothers, friends. The expectation to be strong and silent traps men in despair. Suicide is often a death of loneliness and unspoken pain. Man up can have fatal consequences. We must recognize this as a public health crisis. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's strength. We need to change the narrative before we lose more men to silence. Every life matters. Let's make it safe to say, "I'm not okay." We've been taught that strength means being invincible and emotionless. But true strength is the courage to be vulnerable, to face our feelings and share them. The strongest people aren't those who never struggle, but those who admit it and grow. Vulnerability is the birthplace of courage, connection, and resilience. It takes strength to say, "I need help." Redefining strength means embracing our full humanity, both struggle and joy. Our emotions are a source of power, not a liability. This shift starts with honesty, with ourselves and those we trust. Each act of vulnerability chips away at the old, broken definition of strength. Let's build a new, healthier one together. Changing culture takes all of us. We need a new brotherhood, one built on support, honesty, and respect. It starts with real conversations. Ask your friends how they're really doing and listen. Validate their feelings. Let them know they're not alone. We must also be role models for the next generation, teaching boys that feelings are valid and there are many ways to be a man. Show them it's strong to ask for help and express emotion. Moving forward means checking in with ourselves and each other. Be the friend you wish you had. The old way isn't working. It's time for something better. Together, we can redefine masculinity. We can build a world where strength is found in honesty and connection. No man should have to suffer in silence. The journey starts now, with us.